10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, hello, welcome to this week's Quickfire Questions. So I've got 4 questions for you today. So I'm recording this on Monday, on Monday, the 6th, because I was out yesterday. I was away protesting. I see I've made it back in one piece. So let's get started with the Quickfire questions. So we'll take this banner off so you can see the thing. So first up, somebody asked about the 20-minute cities. Well, Lord Tartan Tyrant, I'm hearing he signed us up not for only for 20-minute cities. She's wanting 20-minute towns and 20-minute villages because he's got to just go that one further. So I'm hoping that's just rumour. But I mean, come on, it's the Tartan Tyrant, so here goes. Anyway, the 20-minute cities. 20-minute cities. Let's have a wee look at the 20-minute cities. Cities. Okay. Right. This is all a great big information. This is a psychological abuse, as per usual, of the public, to get you all frightened and to get you all, in fear. But it's to wake you up, because it's not half wakened up people in England, especially Oxford. I mean, they're taking them down. The cameras and everything, they're taking down. So I don't think this is going to fly. I can't see it flying. Okay. The people, taking people's rights and freedoms away, rights to roam, rights to go where they want to go, and keeping them curtailed in a 20-minute city is not going to wash. And I don't see it washing in New Zealand either. Okay. This has been something they've been working on, though. They've been working on this for a good few years. And then they thought that the people would just accept it. This is how arrogant they are. They just thought that we'd accept it. We can free ourselves. Yes, the people will be successful in telling them to go and get stuffed. Okay, to go and get stuffed. I'm going to be doing a reading for Australia because I feel as if there's a hell of a lot happening at once. But I feel as if this is happening, and they're talking about it more and more in Australia, so it's something to keep a wee eye on as well. Do you know it'll be individuals coming together that will get this stopped? This is not to waking people up. It's to waken you up. This is what they're going to do. This is what we're going to do. How much is to see how much the public are going to put up with before they say enough's enough. Enough is enough. We're the ones that are training ourselves up. That's what I'm hearing. There's only so much the white hats can do. They can't do it all. But at least the information's coming out. They could have just been up and not told anybody, but people, more and more people are. I mean, I was speaking to somebody today, and they knew about them. And I thought, right, okay, so the word is getting out. Whereas a few years ago, nobody knew about anything. So yes, they are all wakening up. So the 20-minute cities. Right, persevere. Persevere. Do you know, this nearly got to the emergency stage. Those who are awake, it's for destiny. Our destiny was to stand up. Our destiny was to inform, and our destiny was to use our discernment and everything and get the word out. And the word is coming out. Keep the faith. We're not bound, so keep the faith. Those are people who are sitting in the fence, impartial, not wanting to rock the boat. It's about, they need to sink the boat. I mean, rocking it. They need to come off the fence. Stop remaining impartial. You need to pick a side. It's to make you feel insecure. It's to make you feel insecure. The joy is us when we tell them to go. I mean, somebody put silly string up. They put a big camera up in Oxford, and people just went out and get silly string. They're putting big planters up so that people can't get into the street, and they're just removing them. They're removing them. So the people are trying to, they're taking a stand. They're taking a stand. And it will happen in New Zealand. People will just say, no, enough's enough. Enough is enough. The sheer arrogance of you. It's to keep you in fear. A perpetual state of fear. They're holding a mirror up to, this is what you nearly let happen. Is this what you really want? It's plain talking. When this is what you want to be able to go your holidays, go out to the country whenever you want, and not have some absolute arrogant, arrogant pain in the A telling you what you can and cannot do. These people are so arrogant. Who are they? There's only one place they're going, and it's the Towers. The Towers. Do you know what I'm seeing? A whole lot of light bulbs going on. For people who are sitting in the fence, didn't want to get involved, didn't want to get into the fight. It's ping, ping, ping all over the place. All these. Do you know when it's dark and all you see is the sparkling lights. Lights. Not when you're like when you're in the city and the neon lights are flaming well, bouncing off the ceiling. This is when you're out in the country and you can see the stars twinkling. That's what it is. It's like, remember I said that they're going in when people are sleeping, they're putting ideas. Not ideas, they're telling the truth. Because if you told the truth to these people face to face, they wouldn't believe it. So they're putting it into their subconscious so that when they hear about it, it just goes ping. Oh my God, I know about this. I know what they're going to do. That's what they're doing. They're doing it for their own good. Putting things into people's mind, and then they're putting it in the dream state. They're doing what they can to get people to wake up. I'm still getting God wins. God wins. They've been taken down. This is just what could have happened. Do you know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing A Christmas Carol, right? I know how the 3 stages in that book, right, that novel by Charles Dickens, where it was Christmas past, Christmas present, Christmas yet to come. Well, we're at the Christmas yet to come, where they're showing us what could have happened, what they had planned if we don't stand up. That's what they're going to do. And people are actually asking questions now. Putting big planters in streets so that no car can get down the street. No lorry can get down the street. But you know what else can get down the street? A fire engine, an ambulance. So people are start asking them questions. Wait a minute, how's a fire engine going to get down the street? Well, there you go then. So what are you going to do with them? You know. Anyway, so we clarify for that question. Prosperity lies ahead. Prosperity lies ahead. They've all been taken down. The whole system is gone. And what is playing out is the only analogy I can see is the Christmas yet to come. This is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen if you do not change. This is what's going to happen if you do not stand up. This is what's going to happen if you don't change your life. And stop accepting blindly what the government's telling you. Because they speak the biggest load of baloney you've ever heard. Mainstream media, baloney dressed up as fact. So that was the first question. And that was the first one. So the first question. So yes, they're going to ramp it up. The fear of it. And it's up to you to tell them to go and get knotted. Go and get knotted. Oops. It's in the wrong pile. There we go. That's that one. Right, so question number 2. Question number 2. So that was that one, so we can get rid of that. So, that's the Dead Sea Life washing up on Napier Port, Hawke's Bay. I'm just hoping that I've spelt Hawke's Bay right. So the Dead Sea Life. Why is there, in a massive scale? So why is it happening on a massive scale? Have they poisoned the water? That's what we'd like to know. Dead Sea Life. Put it there so I can see it. There we go. Right. Oof. Oh wow. Right. Right. I feel as if something's underwater. It was done. Okay. It took a while to notice, but then it was a case of all systems go. The clear-up's beginning. I feel as if this was found in the document. The documents are coming out. Definitely there's riding to the rescue. Do you know what I'm saying? Would it be marine biologists? Would it be that kind of thing? Helping they've got some sort of breakthrough where they know what went on. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Sometimes very conceited as well, as if, ha ha ha, you know. Oh, they love doing that. Oh, they. I feel as if they've been doing this for a while because remember a couple of years ago, like birds were falling out the sky, and marine life was fish were showing up, were coming out of the shore dead. Right, the emergency's over. Right, it's been taken care of. It's been taken care of. For all the ones that have gone, I see them crossing the fish and everything have all crossed the Rainbow Bridge and they're all the way back to their source. They're all the way back to their creator. But he's creating more. Yep, definitely. I feel as if they found documents. See, the documents are all dropping. Definitely, this was a quest. They were on a quest. The good guys were on a quest. Whatever this was, it's complete. So the you might find another. Let's say, I feel as if there's going to be another mass kind of washing up, but that's like from the last one. It's not a case that it's going to be like every month, all what they're doing. It's like, whatever they done the first time, they're still. I feel as if they're still, I think it's marine life to show up, but don't get overly alarmed, okay? Do you know what I'm seeing? Do you know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing rhinoceroses. Not that they've washed up the show, but I'm seeing. See the one. See the. I mean, like say, was it hippopotamus, rhinoceros? All the life that was there when I was young, that these things have taken. I feel as if they're going to come back down. They're just even they're ready as babies to come back down and to be reintroduced. They might not be, the exact same, but it'll be that family. It'll be that family because there's new life coming in. There's new life coming in, especially for the animals. There's new life coming in for the animals as well. I feel as if they're going to find something like. Is it hippopotamus? What one is it? Is extinct? Is it the rhinoceros? Is it hippopotamus? What one is it? Because they're going to find something, and they're going to wonder where it came from because it's extinct, and it shouldn't be. And it's not like going to be like a cross between such and such, and it's not in the lab. It's not like like because what they like. You know what they like to do. This is this has been born. This is coming down. Like it went back to source and it's coming back down. Do you know? I think I've seen it's not the same thing, but I've always seen something going on with Japan. I need to read in Japan, right? Because I feel as if new life, animal life is going to be found in Japan. There's something about Japan anyway. I'm seeing like out with the old and in with the new. I feel as if there's new species as well coming down. as well. I need to remind myself the question. Oh, it was Hawke's Bay, sea life. See, I'm getting, the river's run. I wonder if that's why I kept getting the water's clean, the water's running clean now. Because was it not before? I guess they were conjuring things up. That's what they were doing, conjuring things up. Definitely. Do you know what I'm seeing? This is going to sound ludicrous. I'm seeing a mermaid as well. A mermaid. See, look at that. That's come out as well. So the first question that came out right at the end to say it's been taken down for the first question that came out right at the place right at the end to say the first question was the cities that's taken down. Now what was going on with the sea life, what was going on with the animals, that's been taken down. What they were doing. It's all an expose. Then was it New Zealand? Like you say, I feel as if it was chickens. Like was it 75,000 chickens or something went up in flames, and it was all to do with. I must have a read on it because I feel as if it wasn't natural. They want rid of everything, so it wasn't natural. Right, so we clarified for the first question. Right, so that's been taken down. That's been dealt with. You might still see some coming up, washing up, but it's been dealt with. See, you add goods on it. I feel as if it's a case of it's like a renewal because this is like the full moon. It's like a renewal. I'm seeing it just a whole renewal. It's like as if um, I'm trying to find out how can I explain what I'm seeing. It's like a new cycle. When the out with the old and in with the new. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing it as plain as day, out with the old and in with the new. That's what I'm seeing. So that was the second question. Oh, I don't need that now. The second question, that was the sea life in Hawke's Bay. It was more, yep, it answered that, but it was more a kind of an overall kind of thing. An overall. So the next one is the excess, no longer here. I don't know what we're going to say, right? The excess no longer here around New Zealand and the world. So those who've passed away and those who possibly shouldn't have. So we're going to read them that. Where's the sky high? Oh well. Do you know what I'm getting? The excess might not be taking the brick. The excess is possibly because they shut everything down and wouldn't let anybody go and get medical treatment, medical help for ailments that they had. That's what I'm saying. I feel as if there'll still be more, excess because of the lockdown. But they're working on it. They're working on getting people seen to as fast as possible. You don't think that, but they are. Um, they'll ramp this up. They'll ramp this up. This is fear as well. Documents about this will be coming out, about the prick will be coming out. They're going to try and push a 3-in-1 for the children, but that will not take hold. They're now rushing to get people seen to, but I don't want to kind of, I'm not getting the excess deaths I've just said it. The excess are for this. Some of them maybe be, but not all of them. Okay? Whatever this is, it's been defeated. It's been defeated. They're working on cures. They're working on cures, okay? I feel as if information's going to spill out. New medicines, this is what I'm hearing. New medicines, and it's ready to go. They're ready to go. I feel as if, do you know what I'm saying? I am seeing, know how we were saying about the the special beds, because I think we have to watch what we're saying. So the special beds, I feel as if somebody's going to write about them first, because they've got to get into the psyche of the public that these exist. Because every time you say about them, people go, no. Well, they probably said that about, other forms of medicine as well. Very close-minded. I feel as if somebody's going to write about them first. And then whatever's in the book is going to be, and then whatever's in the book will be brought in. And then something else will be brought in, and then it'll be, hey, hold on a minute. See a bit like kind of getting into your psyche, getting in, and laying the foundations, because that's what I'm saying. They lay the foundations when people are sleeping, because they can't, they don't want to kind of fill their mind too much. They've got to fill it a wee bit at a time, but it's lying in their subconscious, so that when they see things coming out, and it's there, and then it's like a wee kind of light goes on, like, oh wow, and then the people are like, I mean, we've done it ourselves, we've gone like that, how do I know that? And we do know it. And then they'll say, how do you know that? And you'll go, I just know. I mean, right now they're turning around and saying all those, people that had the was it the secrets that you've got to watch and talking code, that the not people who were talking not they thought were talking nonsense, and they're saying, well, how did they know this? They were right, so how did they know this? And now they're looking for their information, because I mean, you see it every day. They're like, well, where did they get their knowledge from? Because they must be getting it from somewhere, because they were right. Okay. There's a lot of scaremongering around this as well. A lot of people, they're passing away, but it's a time. It's a time as well. the quest of these people is I'm just going to say it, I feel as if it's been defeated. It's still going to be asking for forgiveness. Mind, I always said that. The knowledge of things that was going on is going to be expanded. More and more and more is coming out. Definitely, this is definitely a book because he's a writer, right? This is definitely a book or a novel, or I feel as if it's a textbook though. It's a textbook, and because it's wise, it's wise. Do you know? I'm going to do, like say, one in the whole like school system, the education system, because I feel as if there's old educations is going and new ones coming in are coming in. The way and children learning number one at their own pace, and I better not say that because that's a bad that's bad in Scotland if you do it the other way. Number two is number one at their own pace, the way but number two, what they need to learn and what they've come down, like say their sole purpose. That's what they're going to learn because the wee ones, you're going to find that it'll be like a wee switch and it'll be all right, okay. Okay. I don't see children going to school until they're much older. I feel as if they're going to be like, they're going to be playing and being children. Being children. Oh, do you know what I'm hearing as well? I don't know if I'm a big country music fan. I love country music, right? And there's a song in it, and the title is no, the title. There's a line in it that goes, "Roll the stone away, let the guilty pay. It's Independence Day." That's what I'm hearing in my mind. Roll the stone away, let the guilty pay. It's Independence Day. That's what I'm getting. Um, and this is for so the guilty are going to pay. The guilty will pay. That's what I'm hearing. Oh yes, they will pay. They will pay. Um, especially what they did to the elderly. What they did to the elderly. Yep. Roll the Can they rolling the stone away? That's a reference to me to the saviour. Yeah, and who do you go to get judged? According to your beliefs or some beliefs. But I feel no, they're hearing. The guilty will pay. The guilty will pay. That's what I'm hearing, loud and clear. Remember I said, I think it was in Friday's Live, or maybe last Friday's Live, where for the first time I've seen the guilty pay. Because, I know there's people who are new here, but those who have been, especially those who have been from the beginning, I've always said, I don't see it, but now it's as if the cloaks, how they say, there's one of the cards and it's like a lady, she's got a purple velvet cloak on. It's as if the velvet cloak is getting taken away and everybody's seeing what's going on. I'm hearing the guilty will not only pay for their role in what they done in 2020, but they will pay for their role in what they done in not allowing people to get seen to get into, to get access to hospitals, to get access to they will pay for everything that they done. That's what I'm hearing. They will pay for everything they done. I'm hearing the clouds clearing. It's clearing. I feel as if there's another couple of wee clouds in the way to come in, but it'll be more exposure. And then they're going to wake up a sleeping giant. See, I mean, this is for people who knew there's a giant who's sleeping here. I don't say, you can't say it because it's dark, right? Wait, sorry, I need to take a drink. When all this comes out, the absolute, you know, it'll be an eruption of how dare you? How dare you do this? How dare you? And do you know what I'm saying? I'm saying that we'll let others deal with it. We'll let others deal with it. You'll face what you're facing, but and I feel as if they're I feel this is humanity, and they're handing it over. Deal with them. Deal with them. Definitely deal with them. Do you know what I'm hearing as well? And there'll be no escape this time, the way they escaped the last time. I feel as if this is World War Two, and what happened in World War Two, and how they all escaped. Because we know they escaped to the USA, and we know they escaped to UK and somewhere else. I think I can't remember where else it was. And it was the minions, that were in the, you know, that code that we keep saying, that code point two. It was the minions. It was the minions that they got, and they thought that would satisfy people. And the big high Hegians, they got away. I think one high Hegian got his comeuppance, but the rest of them didn't. They get away. They went away scot free. Yep, adjustments are required. So they're making it wee adjustments, but it's coming down. The first two questions, it's down. That's what I heard. It's down. So the wee last question. So that was New Zealand. Okay, so those of you who, you know, were browbeaten and talked into, and, you know, for fear of taking these pricks. Some of them, yes, some of them, but they might be your sole contact. But others, it's, I feel as if the excess, you know, when you pass, you know, pop your clogs, is health issues that that we had, that they didn't get to, they ignored. Whatever they did, there's no hiding place for them, you know. So the last one is, will the citizens be given financial help in New Zealand? So financial help for the citizens of New Zealand. So let's have a wee look and see. Financial help for the citizens for New Zealand. Okay. So have a wee look and see. Say the financial system. The new one, it's just about to see the you know, the working in the subconscious as well, or on other people. I feel as if that's just about to come in. Yes, I'm getting yes, there will be help. There's definitely justice coming for somebody. Justice coming for somebody. Help is on its way, I'm hearing. Help is on its way. Definitely. It's as if you're kept down there and they're all kept up here. But their wealth is coming down. It is coming. Yes, it will. That's a big yes card, okay? So, yep. because I feel as if you're robbing Peter to pay Paul. You know, but sometimes Peter's no money to pay Paul through no fault of your own, just because of sheer greed. Well, look what came out. Right, the clock is going to be lifted. The clock's going to be lifted. What thing is this? Oh, this is the financial, right? The clock is going to be lifted, okay? What they're sitting on and what they've been sitting on and what they've been doing is just about to, as we say in Scotland, it's just about to hit the fan. Yep. There's a financial system's gone and there's a new one coming, okay? The new one's coming. There's something stopping. There's a stop. There's a stop. There's a stop. I don't get this. Hold on. Right, I get it now. I feel as if they had it all ready to go, but they had to put a stop to it just now. It's still all ready to go. Out with the old and in with the new. That's what I'm hearing. Yep. People are getting impatient. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Gosh. Yeah, that's going there. That's right, so. There's still a bit of stormy weather ahead, okay? You're coming to a crossroads. A crossroads. This is for New Zealand. Yep, the right choice is going to be made. It's on the horizon. Whatever this is that's coming in, it's on the horizon, okay? Definitely on the horizon. Do you know, I feel as if this is the financial system that's coming in was a financial system and a financial way of doing things in New Zealand centuries ago, years ago, when, you know, for want of a better word, when it was an island of original people. But it worked. It was like bartering. It's like, I'll do this and you do this, and I'll do this for you and you do that. That kind of thing. The storm's nearly over. The financial storm's nearly over, okay? Right. You have to work through your fears, okay? Sometimes it's all fear, okay? So, there we go. So that was the quick questions for this week. I'm done. Quick questions for this week. There we go. Right, so that was the quick questions for this week. Let's get back to him. Yep, so that was there. Right, so that was the quick questions for this week. Tomorrow, I'm going to get this up. I thought it had been up by now, but no. I don't know when this will go up. It might go up later than I normally put it up anyway. I am going to read on the big earthquake that's just happened in Turkey and part of Syria, because I don't quite think it was an earthquake. I think it was something else. I'm getting a feeling it was something else. Okay, so I have to do a wee reading it. So I'll leave it to tomorrow because it might be too raw for people who, if you know, you've got people there, or if you went on holiday there. So I'll leave it, and you know, because number one, I don't want to be disrespectful. I feel as if there's an imminence. Is that a word? People usually tell me if I'm getting mixed up with words. There's something not quite right about it. That's what I'm hearing. Because I feel as if there's two. I feel as if there was one great big one, and then after that was another one. And I don't think intuitively it doesn't feel like an earthquake. It feels like something else, and that's I have to read on it. Okay, but I'll leave it out of respect for those who lost their lives. And I'll probably do it tomorrow because I want to get the Australian one out for Wednesday. So I'll get them done tomorrow. Okay. Anyway, so thanks for watching. I know somebody in the comments doesn't like the introduction music mute. Okay, and then it maybe not go on your nerves. All right. Anyway, so I'll go and I'll see you. Probably see you soon. Okay. Bye for now.